Hey guys, today we're going to make your own cake mixes, because if you don't need to go out and buy for those very expensive cake mixes. You have to make that at home. They might be able to tell you how much cake mixes on this size. Then I'm going to start measuring. But first, you see about these cake mixes, it has to be whatever flavor you want here. The recipe says about only 15.25 ounces, which makes 432 grams. On the back, it tells you that's what the baker corners has. It usually add water, oil, and eggs. But I'm starting with this flour, all-purpose flour. I'm going to use starting for the 2 cups. Before I'm going to measure a 1/4 cup, but usually it makes, it depends how much cake do you want to be on the individuals. So this is only 2 1/4 cups. So I'm measuring these flour, and I'm going to add here for the instant non-fat dry milk. And I see measuring only 1 cup. I'm going to dump it from this pack. And I'm going to go on here 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. And I'm also going to measure baking powder. So I need to put 1 tablespoon of baking powder. I'm going to be measure the salt. I'm going to be using kosher salt. It has a pure and natural flavor. So this is, I'm going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt. Before I'm going to measure these of the granulated sugar, this might be the sifters got all the way, and I put about only 3/4 cup. Put a 1/4 cup. I'm going to do it for 3 times of that. What we're going to do, we're going to sift this until we're going to break all the lumps, doesn't have anyone. If you have a sifter, you can go ahead, just use that. Get all here. Oh, this might be a flour cloud. Can you see all the lumps in the sifter? After we measure this, or tons of ingredients, here, you see all the lumps? So that's all sifted together. I'm going to use the wire whisk to stir everything around. And you're going to put it in either way for the mason jar or resealable plastic baggie. And you're going to label it. It tells you just add with 1 cup of water with about 1/2 cup of cooking oil or melted butter and 3 large eggs, room temperature, and then add your cake mix. Make sure to write down a label that tells you for bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And whatever size of the pan, this is like I made for earlier. I'm going to you guys to show you what it looks. So this is what I just labeled for the yellow cake mix. And this size, I can probably sure, this might be good, maybe closer look. And that's how you make these for the yellow cake mix. If you want to make the chocolate cake mix, you're going to put about only 1 cup. That I switch it, use it for the 1 1/4 cup. Alright, here you go. This is, I usually make another package of the cake mixes, the one for the chocolate. I use only for the 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour with 1 cup of natural unsweetened cocoa that I'm going to be using for. And I did the same only with 1 cup of instant non-fat dry milk, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, along with 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, that I'll be using kosher salt once again, and of course 3/4 cup of granulated sugar that I sifted little by little. And I just added with 1 cup of water. Make sure it's nice and labeled with 1/2 cup of cooking oil or melted butter and 3 large eggs at room temperature, and then add your cake mixes. Bake it at 350, and the pan size and the bake time, it tells you how long it's going to be taking for. This is the yellow cake mix has been finished around, and the chocolate cake mixes. And that's how you prepare your own cake mix. So I'm gonna make something for a delicious, yummy cake. Here you go guys, I just finished preparing for this cake mix that has been made from scratch, and I just made my own of those chocolate buttercream frosting, and I assembled these, and you're gonna love this. How you try to make your own cake mixes while you're gonna prepare these from scratch. If you're interested for more recipes, write down in the comments below if you want to say something. Always have to make sure to view all videos you watch before sharing. Subscribe to my channel, click the bell to see all notifications about the new videos and the latest video. Don't forget to smash the like button. As always, I hope you guys enjoy with these cake mixes from scratch. By the way guys, this cake is so delicious and it's gonna be just moist and hopefully it's totally works. I hope it's gonna be, the cake's gonna love these. You can do it on your birthday, do it at your party, do it at the New Year's Eve, even the wedding ceremony. So let's dig in.